Previously on Unhinged Reading Vlogs with me.
So far, she's being cheated on.
Oh my gosh, is this gonna end on a cliffhanger?
This one is about race wars. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Because she did do it. Or maybe she didn't.
My man.
We're just getting started. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for this week because I'm going to be mood reading. And coming up next,
Black guys always leave their girlfriends for white girls when they go pro. What?
I already went to prison for... I might as well do it this time.
Can we even call them microaggressions? It's just full-on racist behavior. He only talks to her because she looks like a total prostitute.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. This week I have another author taste test, and this time I'm pretty sure they're twins. It is Amber and Danielle Brown. I do have two books of theirs that I'm going to be reading. The first one is one that I believe just came out last year, Zetas Till We Die. The other book that I'm going to be reading, I don't know if it's their debut book. Technically, I should have read that one first just because that one came out before this one, but I really wanted to read this one first and I'm going with the vibes. Sir, what kind of parking is that? Just because you want a front parking spot so you coming from the wrong way. Watch the vehicle. I am 68 pages in. That's not much. Chapter 15. This man is still trying to park because he came in the wrong way. Chapter 15. So this is about sorority sisters, specifically the Zeta sorority. 10 years ago, I want to say in 2012-ish, one of their sorority sisters was the person who did it. It was a man, white man, not Tracy Wolf, Travis Wolf. He ends up going on trial and he's put away. Fast forward 10 years later, they are planning a 10-year reunion, and Priscilla, I'm pretty sure Priscilla is like our main character. Lupe is the girl's name that was... Priscilla is planning a 10-year reunion party that's going to be at her house. I want to say maybe a day before the party, she ends up looking at the news or maybe getting a news notification that that same man is now out. He's not getting out. He is out of prison. They're like, you know what? Let's just have the party again anyway. We can turn it into not only a 10-year reunion, but a, what do you call it when you honor someone who has passed? I forgot the specific word. Here's the thing. After the party, one of the sorority sisters, another one, ends up going missing. And that's kind of where I'm at. Priscilla, maybe a couple of chapters ago, she is married. She just got a call. Her husband had told her, I think her husband's name is Keenan. Keenan just told her, you know, Liam or whoever's on the phone with you because such and such is missing. She never went back home. And she's a mother. She's a mother. And she's like, well... her car is still here, her keys are here, and her phone is still here. What's going on? Now, obviously, I don't think it was the guy that's come out. Because, I mean, it would be super easy to say, well, he's come out for revenge. Y'all just put me away. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it is him this time because maybe he didn't do it to begin with. But it's like, I already went to prison for... I might as well do it this time. And maybe now he's going to be out for revenge and taking them out one by one. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But something's telling me it might be one of the girls. I don't know, because one thing about the party is when she wakes up, Priscilla, the place is trashed. Mind you, this took place at her house. The place is trashed and she barely remembers anything. Almost to me, it came off to me as if she were drugged. I mean, she did drink and she hasn't really drank like that before. So it could just be she was really just totally wasted. But yeah, as of right now, do I have a solid guess? Not really. I'm pretty sure Amber and Danielle are twins. I'm like looking at the picture again. They literally look the exact same. The book is longer than I was expecting. It's almost 400 pages.
So I don't have that big of an update. It's pretty small. But one thing that I did forget to mention yesterday is that I really hope that the whodunit or whatever happened is really good because these authors are going out of their way to kind of end most of the chapters on cliffhangers. The last line of one chapter is, I'm trapped, then the lights go out, and then there was another one. It's been happening. And then right here it says, I instantly recognize the voice behind me. When I flip around, I'm flabbergasted to see the face that goes along with it. So it's like they're going out of their way to kind of keep us on our toes. And this is moving back and forth, not like chapter by chapter, but it is sometimes going back in the past, and we're getting Lupe, who is the person who was 10 years ago, her POV, and we're getting the now, which is Priscilla, which is one of the sorority sisters. I'm on page 111, so I think I did read a little more after I filmed this. Maybe not, I don't remember. But I also have the audiobook. I don't know if I mentioned that, so I don't know how much of that I'll listen to today. But I do have some updates. I'm almost done. I have about this much left. I think I still have a little over 100 pages. I am actually really liking it, which I don't know why I'm saying actually, like I kind of figured I would, because this is right up my alley. Here's the thing, I'm getting anxious. I want to know what's going on. Do I have some guesses? Yes. The two things that I've said before still stands. The one where I was like, it could be Travis, it could be one of the sisters. That still stands. Do I hope it goes in that direction? No. I hope it doesn't, but I don't know what I'm hoping for. I feel like I do know what happened, but I don't know if I'm gonna be satisfied with that, because if so, it was very obvious. It's like we did all these little loops and trying to give us these cliffhangers all to, you know, it'd be this simple little answer right here. The other thing is, it's a little long. 394 pages. Couldn't tell you what could have been taken out, but it surely could have been condensed a little bit, because I felt like I didn't notice that I was really getting into it until I'm like, okay, it actually did start picking up. I couldn't tell you what part that was, like what percentage. I am liking the present and past, or the now and the past that we get. I'm just so anxious to figure out what is going on. I have about 20 minutes left before I have to leave. Okay. Oh, I did listen to the audiobook today. That's why I was able to get through 100 pages of this, or 150, whatever. But I do want to finish it physically with my eyes. So let's go. I'm on chapter 49, Priscilla's POV, and we're in the now, we're in the present. Page 292. Obviously, I'm not about to finish it right now, but let's go. Woo! Pause. Where did I leave off? Yeah, I remember that. I'm getting somewhere. I have to read one more before chapter. Oh, I totally forgot. There is another guest that I had that has to do with Priscilla, our main character, blacking out and not remembering the night. I do have a guess for that. I'm not going to say it just because that, I forgot, that is the direction that I want it to go in. So I'm not going to say too much on it. But I'm kind of hoping it goes in that direction with where my mind is going. Okay, we're back in the now. And the good thing is we normally always pick up where we left off. Okay. Wait. Back up. I gotta restart again. My eyes were jumping too much. Wait, this is a stranger? We better be going somewhere with this. What? What is the correlation? Oh, I think I know who that is. What? Wait. Oh, I had to keep reading. But where are we going with this? You see, there's almost too much going on. I'm sure it's done like that on purpose. So let me mention this really quick. I've been watching a show called Grosse Pointe Garden Society, and this is kind of giving me the same vibes. It's been giving me the same vibes. I don't want to say too much on that. I knew I had 2 minutes left and I still jumped. I gotta go. I want to know what's going on. Girl, I finished it last night. Range wise, for my rating, I would give it between a 3 and a 4. I'm debating on specifically a 3.5 or a 3-star. I hadn't noticed the rating on Storygraph, but it tracks. It was a 3.30 something. There was so much going on, so many different storylines, and I feel like we could have gone anywhere with it besides where we went. I mean, I clocked it from jump. I won't say exactly what because, I mean, obviously I don't want to spoil too much, but that's the direction y'all went in. I mean, and also it was too long. Again, some things could have taken out. I couldn't tell you what, but some things could have been taken out. I'm definitely going to be reading the other book of theirs. It's just, I'm going to take a little break because I don't know if they only have 2 books, so I don't know how much their writing would have changed between 2 books. The other one is also a thriller, so it's like, I hope it doesn't go the same way that it did this time. I think it could possibly be a little shorter than this one, Zetas Till We Die, but I'm not positive. So I'll get to it at some point. But quickly, I wasn't gonna put this in a video, and I've been putting this book off for so long because I wasn't really in the mood for it, but I've already renewed it twice. And I'm reading All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. This is the last one that I needed to catch up before Kings of Ashes or King of Ashes, whatever it's called. His new release coming out June 10th, 2 days after my birthday. This might be my favorite so far. So crazy because I keep saying that after every book of his that I finish. It just keeps getting better and better. But I think so far this is my favorite. I wasn't planning a reading vlog around this, so I'll just mention it here. We all know how the first book went. So now it's time to jump into Someone Had to Do It. I still never found out if this was their debut or not, but I do know that this book came out before the one that I read, but I just wanted to read the one that I read so bad. But it's making me nervous because of how it went. And my biggest issue from what I remember, because it's been probably about a week, but my biggest issue was that we did all this gaslighting just for me to be correct at the end from jump. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen with this one. Let's just see what it's about. So there's a girl named Brandy, or a woman named Brandy. She's living the dream as an intern at a New York fashion house. Except, of course, she's not really living the dream. She's probably not doing what she wants to be doing. It looks like she's scrubbing puke from dresses and putting up with microaggressions from her white colleagues. But she can't help but fangirl over the daughter of guy who owns the fashion house. His name is Simon, and her name is Taylor. One night, she ends up overhearing something that she shouldn't have. Brandy and Taylor's lives become intertwined. Intertwined? I think I pronounced too many syllables. Anyway, so Taylor has everything, right? She's the daughter of prestigious fashion house person. She's close to losing it all. She's living the high life, and her dad said that if she does not pass her drug test, her inheritance is being donated to charity. And on top of that, he's going to be marrying someone that's very close in age to his daughter, Taylor. But Taylor's not going to let that happen, and she's willing to do anything, just like sacrificing her dad. All she needs is the perfect person to take the fall. I'm excited. And then watch, I end up loving this one so much more. I think even if I do, I still won't regret reading that other one first, just to get it out the way. It starts with a prologue, and it's Brandy's point of view. I do have the audiobook. I'm going to try not to listen to too much of it because I'm going to want to read this physically as well. I read until page 100. Whew. Can we even call them microaggressions? It's just full-on racist behavior, okay? But what I love is that this is dual POV, okay? So we're getting Brandy's POV. She's our black FMC. She is dating a black man named Nate. It's important. I think it's gonna be even more important for the story, but it is important. Taylor is the white elite, okay? Her daddy is Simon. Oh my gosh. I didn't bookmark it. There's so many comments in here, y'all. It's unbelievable, okay? I don't know if I've said, I don't remember if it was in the synopsis or not, but Brandy is working for Simone. Why do I keep calling that man Simone? Simon. And she's an intern, right? There's some kind of trip coming up to Milan that she wants to go to. And her, I was about to say husband, her boyfriend Nate knows Taylor. They went to school together for all 4 years, some kind of prep school. And that's her in. And he gets them both an invite to this ball that they're having. And there Taylor meets Brandy. And first of all, Taylor didn't know that Brandy and Nate were actually dating. Whenever Nate had called her up and hit her up, he didn't mention it. So she was flabbergasted. She introduces Brandy to Simon. Brandy ends up overhearing something. I think that is on the back. She ends up overhearing something that she shouldn't have. Taylor's gonna go through with it anyway. I am so nervous for Brandy. I need to find those comments. Because it's not just Taylor, it's her friend group. She has a girl best friend named May, like M-E-I. I want to say she's Asian, if I remember correctly. Like I said, Nate is black, right? And he's a football player. Okay, I found it. Page 57, I found it. So this is them at the ball. May and Taylor are standing together. We find out that Taylor and Nate have a past. I'm not going to go further into it. She's talking with May and she asks May, you know, did he look happy with her? Wait, I got to get my voice. So let me start over. So Taylor asks May, did he look happy with her? May says, babe, chill. Operation Bag Nate isn't a bust yet. She takes a chug of her drink. Oh my gosh, why is he looking at me? Okay, here's the kicker. Black guys always leave their girlfriends for white girls when they go pro. I mean, did you kind of eat that a little bit? I mean, we can look it up, but like, obviously not all of them. Oh, y'all, you know what? I don't know what year this was, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't remember. But do you remember the video? It was a black guy. He was a football player. And I guess this must have been around COVID. That's probably why it was being filmed. Because they couldn't. So this could have been like 2021. Let me stop explaining it.
We're in 2023. Look at the excitement. That's what this night is about. Wildest dreams of these young men and their families coming true. They're right before your eyes. We started 21 games with a menu line.
But it was so funny. You know what this is giving? It's giving, oh my gosh, Becky, look at her butt. It's just so big. That's what it's giving. It's giving the intro to Baby Got Back. That's what it's giving. So she continues and she says, he's probably only with her because she's easy. Right? Doesn't that sound like he only talks to her because she looks like a total prostitute? Listen, while y'all parents or guardians was singing these little lullabies to shush y'all, my dad was singing Baby Got Back to me as a lullaby. I kid you not, there's a video. That's probably why I love this song so much. We have a home video. I am probably a couple of weeks old. We're in the airport. Someone's holding me. I think it's my grandma maybe. And he's like rubbing my back and singing, I like big butts. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and around thinking your face she gets sprung. When I pull out, she knows that butt was stuck. I could go on and on. So she says, he's probably only with her because she's easy. Look at her. She's practically jerking your dad off. Girl, have several seats. I'm about to be so stressed. I can feel it now. I turned my headphones off, so I need to remember that. I am a little past halfway. I'm technically, yeah, past halfway, so I'm probably about 51%. I'm almost past where my library puts their stamp at the top. That's always a goal of mine when I'm reading a physical book from the library. I want to get past the stamp at the top. I am liking this, but it's one of those books. Where's the author gonna go with this? Am I enjoying this one more than the first one? I am. I think with that first book of theirs that I read, they just went in too many different directions. They had their end goal in their head. It's almost like they didn't know what to feed us to get there. and wanted to gaslight us sometimes, and so they just gave us all kinds of different, like a maze kind of. With this one, not really. I like the setup. I don't know the authors enough to know where they're gonna go with the ending for this one, and I'm scared. On one hand, I think she's gonna go the realistic route, and like if this were something that happened in real life, how that would turn out, I feel like is how this book will be. I hope not, because if so, I've read a book like this, not like the plot, but as far as how that book ended, I don't want to say what it is because then you might go look it up and figure it out yourself. But yeah, I'm just so scared with how it's gonna end. Very interesting, okay, the dynamics and the two different characters, Brandy and Taylor, because they're two totally different people. I could definitely see this one being a 4. Again, I think it's gonna come down to how it ends and how it wraps up. I could not wait to come back and tell y'all something else. I'm most likely gonna have to finish listening to it as an audiobook because it's one of those books that has this plot line that I hate. And it's not that I hate it because it's awful, I just hate it because I feel bad, and it's like it takes too long to get to the end. Now that I've read a little further and I see where we're going, I don't think they're gonna go in that realistic way for the end. I think they're gonna go in the fictional realistic way. If you've read it, or if you will read it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about when I say that. Oh my gosh, but I have a little bit left. Things are about to take off. One thing that I will say is these authors, Amber and Danielle Brown, very interesting on how they set up their story, because one thing that this book has in common with the first one is that you know what's happened. And now technically with the first one you don't know what's happened, but the way it's set up, like, you know exactly what happened. With this one, you do know what's happened, and it's more so just this journey of how is it gonna fix itself, this book and the other book, which is very interesting. It's not like for sure this is a mystery. I don't know about you guys' libraries or even bookstores, but ours really never has a section for thrillers, even if a book is a thriller. This for sure, and the other book for sure, mystery books, because it's not so much about the whodunit, because you really already know. It's really just about that journey and a little bit suspenseful at times. Oh my gosh, and we're about to get to Taylor's POV, so this should be very interesting. When I tell you Taylor can kick rocks, okay? I don't think I've ever hated a character, a female character, as much, because there is a male character that I hate. I don't even have to say his name. Y'all know what male character I hate. I think I found his female equivalent? The female version of him. Just not in the same way, but I hate her. I'm outside. I don't like being outside, but here we are. So I did end up finishing. Let me put you on the step. There's bugs. Oh no. Oh, this is killing me. Oh, this is probably too much light. I did end up finishing. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh no, 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 no. I don't do bugs. Okay, but I did end up finishing Someone Had to Do It. I ended up giving it a 4-star. I definitely enjoyed that one more than the first one. And I mean, the books aren't a part of the series or anything, but this is an author taste test, so I'm obviously going to be comparing both books. Just know that I think their books are going to, and I said this already, I think their books are going to be more about the journey rather than the whodunit. But I mean, I think those are their only 2 books. I read the author's note at the end, not really the author's note, but like the acknowledgements at the end of this book, and it did sound like that was their debut. Not bad for a debut. I definitely enjoyed it more than the other one. But yeah, speaking more about the book, there wasn't like a huge twist or anything. I mean, you kind of know oh, I remember what it was. So right after, yo, I'm hearing bugs. Oh my gosh, Mama, hurry up. I'm ready to go inside. She didn't want to be by herself outside. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, no. She didn't want to be by herself outside. So right after I had stopped filming the last clip. I said like, you know, I was so nervous and yada yada yada. I wasn't nervous anymore because how the story picked up, like after I picked it back up, I was like, okay, I don't feel so stressed anymore because Mama, I'm not playing, hurry up. Some light. Oh, Jesus. There's bugs. Anyway, let me hurry up because me and outdoors, we don't go together. But yeah, so once I picked up with where I left off, we started zooming and we went somewhere and I'm like, okay, I can hang with this. I can do this. And I definitely enjoyed how it finished. Again, it has that kind of plot that I always hate, but I hate it because I just feel so bad for the main character. But I always yo, I can hear bugs. Oh my gosh. But what's so satisfying about that kind of plot line, I don't want to specify exactly what it is, but what's so satisfying is whenever you get towards the end, because the ending, it just, oh, it always hits. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Comment down below a creepy bug emoji because ew. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Bubba, I'm going. Hurry, I'm not playing. I'm not. Oh.